Most of us use computers every day, and many of us have made purchases online. But a lot of times, internet users like to talk to someone before they buy. Enter an independence-based company where it's not business as usual. They use this to make sure advertisers are maximizing the dollars they spend.
Mongoose Metrics, Tim Gill, how can I help you?
Mongoose Metrics is finding a whole new way for marketers to get the most out of the telephone call.
How many people came to your site, which ones turned into phone calls, and which ones have the highest conversion rates.
The company has developed call tracking software, a way for companies to determine what prompted the customer to make the call.
We tell people if more than 10% of their sales transactions come in via the phone, they should be understanding how their phone calls are converting and how to tie that back to marketing source.
Brad Reynolds and two others started the company 3 years ago.
Our biggest issue as a business isn't that there is a small market, it's educating the market to understand, okay, well, you're using Google Analytics to understand how your website's performing. What happens when people that go to your website pick up the phone and call you? All data loss currently. And getting somebody to come to that aha realization is what we spend all of our time doing. So it's more educational. But once we get to the education point, then there's a very large market of people who need the service.
So I can see who is talking about this product around the world.
Kathleen Colan is finding those people. The company's marketing director came to Mongoose in a rather unusual way.
I met one of the principals of Mongoose, Steve Abbey, at a yoga class.
Abbey and Reynolds had Colan read 2 books about marketing in today's world.
These books really turned on a light, and I kind of became on fire. So not only did I start writing content for Mongoose to attract people to our site and improve our SEO, but I started seeing how social media could take our message and amplify it to very niche specific audiences.
For those not as familiar with the lingo, SEO means search engine optimization. Colan's developed Mongoose platforms on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter.
Twitter is relatively new. Businesses aren't sure what to do with it, but we took it and ran with it. It's a very entrepreneurial company. It said, okay, let's go. We saw results right away.
So how many tweets do you put out, say, in a week?
In a week, I do about 150. And that's not huge. I don't like to overload the stream. That seems to be a good amount for us.
Colan, on Twitter at Mongoose Metrics, spends about 3 hours every day on the site and loves it.
It's cutting edge, it's so fast. I've never been able to learn so much information so quickly by looking at this dashboard every day. The world's knowledge, who I choose to have in my network, is coming to me, and I can engage with these people. I can see who's talking about me, who's mentioned me. I've got 4 mentions this morning. That makes me happy.
But Colan doesn't just talk about Mongoose in her tweets.
Talk about other people 12 times as much as you talk about yourself. So I am primarily sharing information, fabulous information that very smart people have shared, and I'm passing it along to, we have 6,000 followers. I'm passing that along. This is like building a publishing platform. We're all publishers now. Nobody's are the new somebodies.
Colan's skill with Twitter earned Mongoose a spot testing promoted tweets or ads on Twitter. Mongoose is one of 20 companies worldwide selected for the 3-month trial that began November 1st.
We're blazing a trail in the new world order of communications, of social media. So it's constantly exciting. It's an adrenaline rush.
And it certainly seems to be fueling the success of Mongoose Metrics. But the company is not resting on its current product.
But we want to retain the right to say that we're the best, and we have to be constantly innovating to do that. So we actually have a whole R&D arm that all they're thinking about is 12 to 24 months out.
They call me, quote, the skunk works guy around here, and what I do is I work on, the next thinking of what we can do in terms to help a business really validate their marketing and what's happening with their business. So today we're looking a lot more into mobile, and mobile phones, even today, mobile phones outnumber computers by almost 3 to 1.
Fun is a key component of the Mongoose culture. There's a bell rung every time a sale is completed. If it's an exceptional sale, behold the gong.
The whole concept of the gong is that we have a sales bell for regular sales deals, but if we sell somebody for more than a certain amount per month, which at this point is $10,000 in monthly recurring revenue, that's a big deal to our company, and obviously there's incentives and pay that everybody gets because we sold a big deal, but it's funny how motivated people are to just nail that gong as hard as they can.
Mongoose's next challenge is to find more capable, disciplined employees who can keep that gong going.
About now, we're at the point where it's, okay, we have a really successful formula in terms of our partnerships and our customers. Now, how do we go from where we're at now with 18 employees to maybe 30 or 50 employees, a mix of sales and technical folks? And so our goal right now is, okay, how do we hire effectively in Northeast Ohio?
Around the Mongoose office, you'll see photographs like this one. That's Cascades in Washington State, taken by Brad Reynolds. He's a mountain climber in pleasure and in business. He's scaling new heights as he leads the continued growth of Mongoose Metrics. In Independence, I'm Sarah Taylor for Western Reserve PBS.